Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone.
Listen, man, you gotta do something, man. Last time I was at a church, man, daggone pastor told me he got swallowed up.
I got an idea. We're gonna join the ISUPK. We go in there, we do our 90 days. We come in there to go to class, we're all black. After 90 days, we get our Hebrew name. Before you know it, we're officers or captains or something. Got 4 or 5 wives. It's gonna be dope.
Nigga, you bugging. I ain't trying to go out in the corners, huh?
See? You already talking like an Israelite.
Nah, bro, I ain't with that shit, man. I vote no 3 times. No, no, no.
You only get 1 vote. I vote yes. Let's ask Otis.
Otis, cousin, you know this is crazy, man. These dudes be dressing like superheroes on the corner. You trying to do that?
Come on, Otis. I know you love the women. You can have 3 or 4 wives in there.
I vote yes. Man, this is crazy, man. This is some crazy shit. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Excuse me, brother. What's up? Don't I know you from somewhere?
Nah, man. Nah, you don't know me.
You ain't never did radio before or nothing like that?
Nah.
You go to church? Matter of fact, did you do a testimony at the church?
Man, turn around and eat your big ass biscuit.
Nah, no disrespect, brother. You just got a real familiar voice. That's all I'm saying. Familiar.
Listen, man. Whatever y'all talking about, I'm in. We need to go ahead and do that shit now.
Then it's on then.
All right, man. Well, let's get it then.
Wanna look like, wanna act like, wanna look like, wanna dress like, wanna look like, wanna act like, wanna look like, wanna dress like. See that fake motherfucker? Wanna be word.
Okay, brothers, I love the image. Let me ask you fellas one thing. Are you sure you want to join the ISUPK? I mean, there's other groups you can join like IUIC. I mean, purple is really in style this year.
Purple these nuts. We ISUPK. Take it or leave it.
All right, brothers, let's get started. So, I want you to join us, and you want to join us. And we want you to want to join with us. Let me ask you guys a couple of questions. Can you speak loud at camp if you don't have a microphone?
Yeah.
Do you make sisters mad when you go into the women's scriptures?
Yeah.
Do you believe in having more than one wife?
Yeah.
And do you believe in going to the club and being around beautiful women?
Whenever possible.
Do you advocate the use of guns or weapons to defend yourself or settle civil disputes? Okay. Last question. Do you guys respect anything at all?
Not a goddamn thing.
You got a deal. Welcome to the family. Whatever. ISUPK. If you can't trust me, you can't trust us. I love it. Go.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. And we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave him leaking. He said, I'ma hold you down how you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
Don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cup?
Yeah.
Stop bitching, get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's guap up. I know you know Ron.
who the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up them commas, be honest, he seeing decent though.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't looking too good. His knees is kinda slow. I asked him why the struggle. He got stuck up for his bundle, but them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
BC got the house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all. He right back in the hood. I see you try to play me. You gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than them cars when to amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it. Remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying? I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try. So until we meet again.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we ride, they send the military in armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights, patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave our homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. Ask Trayvon, Mike Brown, Akai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alton Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil and said, I pray you die, every devil.
Top man shit. Make sure you let these niggas know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on this motherfucker. Let these niggas know what time it is, you understand? We royalty.
King Ty really one of the realest. I survive drive-bys from them killers. Like I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I said fine wine with them bitches. I'm spitting fire bombs in your city. I got like 8 or 9 niggas with me. And we all ready to die in a minute. One West, we the best in the business. I get offended, I fuck niggas offended. Talking they get it, but niggas is timid. Rappers is softer than linen. Catch me out parking lot pimping. What more could I give them? I've been the hottest forever. Why would I lie about cheddar? I could do better. I just put loyalty first. Royalty coming whenever. Pull off in the Jetta. Curvy, she on me, you sweater. My My flow like wearing a sweater in summertime weather. Haters so salty, no pepper. You not that seasoned or clever. I'm with the rebel. Used to pump bass with the treble. Baking the cake in a kettle. I used to cook up the work. Now I just cook with the metal. Gotta keep foot to the pedal. Yeah, let me give it gas on the highway. Let the music blast on the calm day. Break the Glock down into 3 parts. Put the 3 together like Menage. Sipping like Bombay with my enclave. Got my mind made. Ain't no time waste. No. Eating prime steak with a fine date at a fine place. Getting violated.
Hey, listen. I already told these niggas. You understand? I call up King Ty. He say, what's up? I say, what's good, my lord? Listen, he like, listen. These niggas ain't ready for none of this. You understand? I said, listen, if the nigga ain't one West, he ain't got it on his arm or his chest. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas. We royalty, yeah.
I got the hammer, you running, man. Come through your window like brother man. Snapping your neck like a rubber band. Talk to my dog like the sun is setting. He told me murder you rappers. Uppercut sending you vertical actors. Y'all got me coming with verbal attackers. I might attack you type physical too. Way y'all be rhyming, the way y'all be shining. I'm blinding these rappers like Mr. Magoo. These haters miserable, we indivisible. Look at these haters like they got no clue. No clue. They hold up ones in them W's. Really, bro, don't get too comfortable. Don't get close. If you ain't cut from the cloth, co-signed by the Boston, we do not fuck with you. Cause you wouldn't last here. I told you the same shit last year. Already told. Keep talking that trash, I have a car, come kick your ass in. Already know. Your jaw like glassware. We pull up, not rocking no mask there. Don't care if you spot us, you know how you got us. It's over, you saying your last prayer. Go ahead.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bike on me. Boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass you to profit. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know that it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Oh, I don't step, I'm silent for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no losses, ain't no token when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby so belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. The ass need to stop it, ass see the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass see the prophets. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Shemi Awashai Brakathan, Yahweh Shema Thumb, Shemi Awashai, preaching off some Mwanga Bar, Tuesday night brotherhood class. You feel me? ISUPK under Commander Jahan since 1969. We're teaching the truth. You feel me? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are the chosen people of God. Oppressors, so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. Feel me? Before we start the class, clap it up for the trooper. Clap it up for the trooper hanging in there. Real talk. And tonight's class topic is it wrong to be a pick-me? You know, is it wrong to be a pick-me woman? Exactly. Because of course we got a new viral trendy sensation. You got the cooking with Kaya bitch. You know, got her, and because of what she been doing on the internet, twerking and cooking, I think she made a lot of women jealous because not the twerking, but the food actually looked good. You know, so the so-called high value women, they calling her a pick me, and any women that support her, they saying you a pick me, which basically means you doing anything to be validated by a man. Hold on, wait. This is the definition of a pick me girl. Is a woman who seeks male validation and approval at the expense of other women. See, that's the point. That's why they use that term pick me woman, you know, in a bad way for sisters that dress modest, you know, sisters that's submissive. Now, and I'm not saying in no way, form, or fashion this cooking with Kaya girl is submissive or even anything a man should even look for in a woman. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying because she's cooking food, that's the only, it could be no other reason. Because she's half naked twerking like every other girl. So that can't make her a pick me. It gotta be the fact that she's cooking food and it look good. And most women, they don't want to cook food for their man. They don't want to cook food for the house. They want to eat takeout. Or they want you to go buy groceries and not buy groceries, but you go buy food, bring it home, y'all eat. They ain't got to spend no money. They ain't got to cook, waste no time. So a lot of women have been like, they got real far away from the traditional ways women are. You feel me? Not saying a man can't cook food in the house, but that was naturally like a woman would prepare the meal and the food. And they saying because she's doing that, and any women that is doing that, they saying y'all pick me's. Y'all trying to get male validation. You feel me? You trying to get validated by a man, you feel me, at other women's expense. You feel me? That's how far down we done got as Black, Hispanics, Native Indians. You see a woman cooking, and they say you putting us in jeopardy. You feel me? The women that don't cook, that don't clean, that don't fuck, that don't shut up, they in jeopardy. You know, that's why they mad. They mad because they feel like they is in jeopardy because they don't cook, clean, fuck, or shut up. So now you got this girl coming around telling all the women that they need to cook for their man. You feel me? Real talk. They need to cook for their man, or you feel me? She gonna take them from them and stuff like that. So now here come the word again, talking about you a pick me. You feel me? Real talk. Real talk. All right. So if I could, you talking about crab boils and black and mild. It's a lie. Hell nah, yeah, that's all the women. They want crab boils. They want to get took out 5-star dinners. You feel me? And hold on, and you can get that article, the one with about Easy the Block Captain and Remy Ma.
Okay.
One thing I want to say before we get that article, that's so heavy though, because women, they want to be catered to. You know, the women nowadays, they want to be catered to. They don't want to do no catering. You feel me? They don't want to do no catering. They want you to cater to them. You hear me? And that's what the Bible say. I'm paraphrasing. They talk about how a woman gonna compass a man. That's what it's talking about. You know, it's a lot of stuff that's out of order. You feel me? It's a lot of stuff out of order, and we got to get it back in order. And that's our job in ISUPK under Commander Johanna, is to get everything back in order for Christ's return. A black man, the world called Jesus Christ. We getting everything back in order. You feel me? Real talk. But you go ahead with that whenever you got it.
Okay.
Hey, did you have something you want to bring out?
Oh, law, sir.
All right, most on that crap. All right.
Okay. Easy to block claims Papoose bugged Remy Ma's car. I got all the proof.
Right. So for people that don't know what's going on, Remy Ma, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it wasn't for Fat Joe, I wouldn't even know who she is. If it wasn't for Fat Joe, I wouldn't even know who she is. But you feel me? Fat Joe made her popping. Papoose, what Papoose did for her made her popping because they say she went to jail and he stood by her side the whole prison sentence, took care of her son that ain't even his son. And then, you know, she got out, she glowed up over the years, and then she ended up dealing with the help. You know? She ended up dealing with the help. She ended up getting into a sexual relationship with you know, that's like you a manager at your job and you get in a sexual relationship with a employee that's under you. You can get fired for that. You can get fired for that. That's not good. You know, that's not good. That's not a good decision. You feel me? But this is what happens when you're not a pick-me woman. You know? This is what happens when you're not a pick-me woman and you doing the picking, you're gonna sleep with the help. You feel me? She had a husband that stayed by her side while she was in prison. First of all, bitch, what the fuck you doing in prison? You supposed to be at home cooking meals, cooking with Remy Ma. Shit like you supposed to be cooking dishes and stuff, sweeping, doing something girly.
Right.
Instead, she stabbing bitches going to jail. And the dude stood by, and then now it's her turn to pick. Now she want to do the picking, and she picked the help. Real talk. You go ahead.
Easy to block. This Papoose on Friday morning after previously admitting to a 2-year romance with Remy Ma.
Right. Now they've been denying it for 2 years. We talked about this on the podcast like last year, I think. You feel me? When they got exposed, but you feel me? Now because they got all this stuff coming out because Papoose is now moved on with his life. You know, Papoose moved on. He ain't like stuck, you know, wallowing and sad over the woman. He moved on with his life. He dealing with a whole new woman that's actually doing better than her. So now she jealous now. You feel me? Now she jealous. That's what happens when you're not a pick-me. When you're not a pick-me woman and you want to do the picking, that's what's going to happen. You're going to end up making a decision and it's going to be a bad one. And you're going to regret it and you're going to want to double back. You feel me? But doubling back ain't good all the time. It don't work all the time. Real talk.
Easy to block. Captain is calling out Papoose after publicly admitting to a 2-year relationship with Remy Ma after accusing Pap of bugging the Terror Squad rapper's car and threatening to drop receipts.
Right. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna end up getting your car bugged. You're gonna end up getting stalked. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna end up getting stalked. You don't want to be a pick-me. You say you could do the picking yourself. You good to go. You're gonna end up getting stalked, and you're gonna get your car bugged. You're gonna have a what they do with the private investigator, the cheaters. The cheaters dude gonna pop up on you. The cheaters, there's a whole bunch of cameras going. You at dinner, a whole bunch of cameras gonna come in your face. Like, hey, what's going on? Like real talk. That's what happened. That's what happened. This what happened when women do the picking. Women, you want to do the picking. You're gonna end up getting your car bugged. You're gonna end up sleeping with the help. And then you're gonna want to double back. That's the crazy part of it all. You end up want to double back when you see the nigga don't care. When you see the nigga really don't really care, you're gonna want to double back. Real talk.
The Philly rapper also denied Papoose knocked him out, insisting Pap snuck him before fleeing the scene.
No, that ain't what happened. He got snuffed. They say he beat him up. But I mean, that's a whole nother topic, though. Real talk. The whole point is this is what's gonna happen. Look at Papoose. He posted a picture on his Twitter. this her and the dude that she left him with under the Christmas tree, celebrating Christmas. But the thing about it is they not together no more. It's not like they still together, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's not like they still together and she picked right. She picked a nigga that they ain't dealing with each other no more. You feel me? They ain't dealing with each other no more. And that's what I'm saying. It ain't nothing wrong with a woman being a pick-me woman. You feel me? You doing stuff so you can be validated by men in a good way. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how you attract a husband. You feel me? Otherwise, you're going to attract this. They taking pictures under the Christmas tree. They ain't even together no more.
Right.
That's stupid. That don't even make sense. Is that what we in it for? Is we in it to take a picture to post it on Instagram, and then 2 years later we don't even know each other? That don't even make sense. That's not what we in it for. Come on, stop it. You know that's not. Everybody knows that's not what we in it for. You feel me? But this will happen when women do the picking. You feel me? When a woman is not a pick me and she's doing the picking, this was gonna happen. You're gonna take a picture 1 year under the Christmas tree, and 2 years later, you're gonna be fighting, trying to get your ex back. You hear me? Real talk. Oh yeah, so we could drop. Oh yeah, go ahead.
If I may, this is how brothers and sisters in the world get unalived. They lucky that only thing that happened was Easy to Block getting knocked out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you right. That's a fact. Like, lucky that's the only thing happened. He could have got killed. He definitely could have got murdered. And a lot of people was getting murdered for stuff like this.
Yeah.
A lot of people getting unalive, whatever they want to call it. I think that's what TikTok say unalive. You getting murdered. A lot of people is dying because women is doing the picking. You feel me? Women out here doing the picking, they trying to do stuff, you feel me, to get the wrong type of attention. You feel me? Real talk.
Want me to continue with this one, sir?
Nah, we could drop that one. That's all I wanted out of that. Now go to the next one about Sanaa Lathan on Atlanta Black Stock.
Good. She already looked drugged. Strange video of Sanaa Lathan out of it, partying with Diddy while on
Partying with who?
With Diddy.
Partying with Diddy. That's what happened. You don't want to be a pick me, but you're gonna end up getting picked by Diddy. You want to party with Diddy. You don't want to be a housewife. You feel me? You don't want to cook and clean. Fucking shut up. I bet you're gonna be partying with Diddy. It's like it's no way around it. Like, I don't know what type of fantasy world women living in. You don't want to be a pick me. This is what you're gonna attract. This is the type of vibes you're gonna attract. There's no way around it.
While on French Montana's lap, resurfaces amid freak-off scandal. Resurfaced footage of Sanaa Lathan seemingly having a wild night with Sean Diddy Combs now has her name mixed up in the midst of his current scandal.
Right, here go your high-value women. This them. You hear me? Your black beauties. This what they doing. You hear me? This is what they doing. The black beauties, all the black beauty women that you feel me, you idolizing. You feel me? You wishing you had. They ain't no pick-me's though. They the ones doing the picking. You feel me? And they picking the Diddy party over you. You sitting there thinking you did something wrong in life. You thinking you did something wrong in life because you didn't get a Sanaa Lathan, Megan Good, Angelina Jolie, D Woods. So like that's the I wish I could fuck every girl in the world. So like, hell no, but you man, you ain't get one of them whole time. They getting dug out.
Right.
You hear me? You thinking like, man, I missed out, man. I couldn't get me a Sanaa Lathan. Man, they getting ran through, man. Go ahead with the article.
The video shared on Instagram showed the brown sugar actress looking somewhat inebriated during her outing with Combs and rapper French Montana.
Man, look, I don't know about no brown sugar. She had some type of sugar. You feel me? I don't think it was brown though. I think that should be looking a little white. You feel me? Real talk.
The video was originally shared in July 2015 and has since been reposted by multiple outlets over the years. The night seemed like a long one as it showed the trio in at least 2 different locations.
They kicking, they partying. Real talk. That's what's gonna happen. You feel me? You don't want to be a pick me. You want to go to college. You want to get your degree. You want to put your degree over a relationship. You want to put your degree over getting a husband and starting a family. Well, you're gonna end up like that. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna end up like Sanaa Lathan. You're gonna end up like any other celebrity woman. You feel me? That was at a Diddy party. That's how you're gonna end up. Real talk, you're gonna end up getting ran through. This the video right here that they was talking about. Look, that's what they want. They said that, and you know what they mean when they say you a pick me woman? They talking about regular niggas. You feel me? You a average woman for an average man. You feel me? You're not getting a high value man. You ain't getting a celebrity. Well, Diddy's a high value man, and he's sitting there laughing while she's high out of her mind, sitting on French Montana lap. You feel me? She's sitting there high out of her mind, sitting on French Montana lap. This is a woman that everybody, you feel me, idolized in the 90s and early 2000s for her beauty.
Right.
When the whole time she wanted to pick me. And this is what she was doing when the movie cameras cut off. You see what she doing? She about to get a train ran on her by French Montana and Diddy. What happened? What happened to Love and Basketball?
Man.
What happened to Double or Nothing? She done went from Love and Basketball to Ebony on Players Club. remember when Diamond called her in the car? God. She said, "What y'all doing? You was gonna let them run a train on you?" She didn't turn into Ebony on Players Club. Run a train on you, man. Look, that's what happened. You feel me? You don't want to be a pick me. All right, that's cool. Well, somebody gonna pick you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody gonna pick you, and it might be French Montana Diddy. They might pick you right up, take you somewhere you don't want to go. Real talk, but yeah, that's crazy though. Real talk. It is what it is. Gonna get picked by somebody. That's all I can say. You don't want to be a pick me. You're gonna get picked by somebody. Like real talk. All right, so you could drop that if you could. Go to Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha 26 and 5.
Okay. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 5. There be 3 things that my heart feared, and for the 4th I was sore afraid. The slander of a city.
Right. So, okay. So what they saying is like some of the worstest things that could happen. You know, it's a lot of bad things that can happen, but one of them is a slander of a city. You feel me? Like real talk. A city being slandered, like destroyed. You feel me? As far as reputation or being destroyed physically. You feel me?
The gathering together of an unruly multitude.
Right. The gathering together of an unruly multitude. You feel me? That's like a riot. You hear me? That's like a riot or something like that.
And a false accusation.
And a false accusation, because that could go so far. A false accusation could go so far, it could destroy your reputation. It could destroy your family's reputation.
Right.
You feel me? That's why a lot of people shouldn't say things unless, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie to you. Because that could destroy your whole family's reputation.
All these are worse than death.
Right, all these are worse than death because, and then that's because like a spiritual death is always worse than a physical death. You feel me? Because a spiritual death, you feel me? That's just something you got to deal with while you right here on earth. And that's a lot of pain and suffering you got to deal with right here on earth. But in a physical death, I mean, you dead and gone. You know, you come back and try it again.
Mm-hmm. Verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
Right, and that's the thing though. You You feel me? About being a pick-me. You feel me? The pick-me's is trying to get male attention. You know, they're trying to get validated by men. So if a woman that's like dressing, you know, modest, a woman that's cooking, a woman that's doing all the wifely duties, if she a pick-me, then what the hell are you? You feel me? If she's trying to get validated by her man, then who are you trying to get validated by? Is it multiple men? Is it other women? Like who are you trying to get validated by? You feel me? Real talk. And that's the thing though. You feel me? A lot of women is jealous over another woman. You feel me? Real talk. A lot of women, it's just the honest truth. A lot of women are jealous over other women. You feel me? That real talk. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of women is against, like, you know, polygamy and stuff like that.
Right.
You feel me? Because it become a competition to where now they jealous. You know? Because you and the woman ain't on the same level. So you jealous over this other woman.
Right.
Right. Miserable and sad over this other woman.
And the scourge of the tongue which communicated with all.
Right. And that's like a whip. You feel me? That's like a whip, because your tongue can be like a whip with the things you say. You feel me? The stuff you say can be like a whip, because you saying a bunch of evil stuff or a bunch of stuff that's just making, you know, the whole relationship bad. You feel me? The whole relationship bad, the whole friendship bad, because of the stuff you saying. You ain't never saying nothing good out of your mouth.
Verse 7, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro.
Right.
He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion.
Right. And that's the thing, though. The thing about an evil wife, you feel me? A man that's holding on to an evil wife is like somebody that's holding a scorpion. You feel me? It's like somebody that's holding on to a scorpion. And that's what a lot of women are. A lot of these women that's jealous over a woman because she's trying to get validation from her man, because she's trying to please her man. That's a woman's whole duty. A woman's whole duty on this earth is to please her man. A woman has no other duty but to the man and to the children that she have by that man. That's it. It's not a degree. It's not going to college so you can be an RN. All that stuff is good, because we need money in this house.
God.
That's not the point. That's not why you was born into this earth.
That's right.
You was born into this earth to please your man. First is your father, being a good daughter. And then once you of age and he feel like you know it's time, you being married to a man and now you his property. Like real talk. That's just how it go. But evil women, real talk, evil women is like a scorpion. It's like you holding a scorpion in your hand. You don't know when you about to get struck. You don't know when you about to get bit, when you about to get poked. But just you know it's gonna happen soon. Like real talk.
Verse 8, a drunken woman and a gatherer abroad cause it to create anger.
Right. A drunken woman, and of course that ain't even just talking about liquor. That's talking about philosophy. You feel me? That's talking about philosophy. You're not sober minded. You feel me? Your mind is all over the goddamn place. You feel me? When a woman's mind is all over the goddamn, it's like she drunk. You feel me? And all you got to do is ever have dealt with an evil woman. All you got to ever have done was dealt with or have known somebody that dealt with an evil woman, and it'd be as if she was drunk off liquor when she not, because she not sober minded. You feel me? She not clear minded. You feel me? Her mind is all over the place thinking about all type of stuff, and the whole reason why is because she's jealous over another woman. She's jealous, and the woman, you might not even be your woman. She just knowing that there's other women out there that's better than her. You feel me? And she ain't even gotta be your woman. That the woman, she ain't gotta be jealous of. It could be the simple fact that she just knows women that's better than her. So she's jealous over the fact that that's true. But she also is in a relationship with a man. You feel me? And that just make her like she's a drunk woman. You feel me? She's like she's drunk off liquor with the way she's acting.
And she will not cover her own shame.
Right. And that's another thing, though. they ain't gonna never take accountability.
Right.
You feel me? An evil woman ain't gonna never say she wrong. You feel me? She ain't gonna never cover her own shame. She gonna swear she could do no wrong. You feel me? Not a pick me. The pick me woman ain't how the pick me woman is. The pick me woman is trying to get validated by her man. That's her whole purpose. Is to get validated by her man and make sure her man is in love with her. To make sure she's doing everything right to please this man. That's what a pick me woman is doing. But the evil women, they jealous over other women. You feel me? They mad about they finding stuff to be mad about. Stuff that ain't even real. You feel me? Stuff that's not even real. They finding stuff to be mad about. And then won't even cover their own shame. Won't even cover the stuff they doing wrong in the midst of all the stuff that's going on.
Right. Verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
That's a fact. You could look at a whore, you can tell a whore about how she look. You feel me? You could tell a whore about how she look. And that's why sometimes the niggas, you can't even be mad about the nigga. Like, you nigga, that's your fault. Nigga, you knew that bitch was a hoe. You could look in her face, you knew she was a hoe. But you took this woman and now you got married to a scorpion. It's a scorpion laying next to you in the bed. A scorpion can kill you, man. That's why that metaphor was so heavy. An evil woman is like you holding on to a scorpion. A scorpion ain't no pet. That ain't nothing you could domesticate, man. A scorpion will kill you. Real talk.
Verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly.
Right. Now this is talking about the fathers, though. You feel me? Because if it ain't no fathers around, these you gonna raise some little monsters. If it ain't no fathers around, these kids, they gonna be little monsters. And what they saying is, if the daughter is shameless, which means she don't believe nothing she's doing is wrong. You hear me? She don't believe nothing she's doing is wrong at all. You got to keep her in straightly. She can't be all out doing whatever she want to do. You hear me? She can't be all out in the hood just going, I'll be back when the street lights come on. Nah, hell no. You sit there in front of the porch. You want to go outside, sit in front of the porch. I look out the window, you better be right there jumping rope or something. Right. You better not be all down the block, going anywhere. Don't do that. Because she's shameless and she's going to embarrass you and going to embarrass herself. Real talk. And as fathers, what we trying to do is raise daughters that a man would want to marry. We ain't raising daughters so they can stay with us for 50 years. Get your ass out of my house. We trying to show that we was some good parents.
Right.
And we raised some good daughters.
That's right.
We ain't raising daughters to keep them around us. Hell no. We trying to give you away to a good brother. Some good brother out there that deserve a good woman. Because he was raised right. You hear me? Like real talk. But to do that, if she's shameless, and you can spot that early, you got to keep her in straightly. Real talk. You got to make sure she's going on a narrow path. Real talk.
Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Right, and that's the wrong with a lot of women. A lot of women is mad at pick-me women. You hear me? Because they not getting validated by the men that they like. You know, they not getting, and most of course, is rappers, entertainers, scammers, drug dealers, whoever they feel like could take them to the top. You feel me? Them women, all them women was shameless growing up. They didn't have no shame. They were shameless. They was always the ones at the parties twerking. You feel me? Half naked. They in school dressed like they, grown. You feel me? Them shameless daughters. You feel me? They was too free. They was too free. They wasn't kept straightly. You feel me? And now they grown. They grown children. And they mad and jealous over women that's modest. That was raised right. That only seeks validation from their man. Only trying to get validated by their man. Don't care about no social media. They don't care about nothing else. All they care about is that man that they land with and making sure, you feel me, that fire is still hot.
Right.
And them women, they mad because they ain't had no shame, and they had liberty, they freedom. You feel me? They had freedom when they shouldn't have had none. Real talk. And they didn't abuse themselves. I say you could drop that. Go to Proverbs 30 and 20. I don't wait, Salak. You go ahead with that. I'm gonna say Salak will serve that lashes in the Bible. That's a fact. That's a fact. What they say, they make lashes out of mink. But the women say I got the mink lashes. Yeah, yeah, that's lashes in the Bible. Real talk. Them eyelids, putting on that eyeliner, ain't nothing new under the sun. Real talk. Spiritually, ain't nothing new under the sun.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats like.
Oh, you good? I'm just trying to get that with you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth.
Right. Hold on, wait. Wait. And that's a fact. Such is the way as an adulterous woman. An adulterous woman. That's the times we living in, man. We living in them times right here. Well, women, they are adulterous. You feel me? Sex is an extracurricular activity. You got Sanaa Lathan sitting on French Montana lap while Diddy driving. Did he do it? I bet he did. That's all I'm saying. Then you got Remy Ma, and that's the type of spirit, though. This is the type of spirit that's going to pour on the daughters of Israel, which is Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women. When they see stuff like this, that's going to open up demons inside of them where they feel like they could do it too. That's why social media is such a demon, man. I love social media as far as being able to teach the word, you feel me, to a lot of people in one spot. You can sit in one spot and a bunch of people can see, what you're teaching or what you're trying to say. But besides that, social media is a killer, man, for relationships and for everything else. Because women is on the internet seeing this shit. And they vouching for Remy Ma. They talking about he was an abuser. That ain't what y'all been saying the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Last 10 years, he was the best husband ever. He held her down for 6 years in prison. Now, because she left him or whatever, had cheated on him, now all of a sudden, no, he was an abuser. He was doing this, he was doing that. Man, shut up. You're just making that up, man. You're just giving yourself an excuse. That's why I say you got to watch women that do that, though. Women that be vouching for whole shit, you got to watch that. You hear me? You got to watch women that vouch for Remy Ma's and Cardi B's having sex while she pregnant. You got to watch that. Because them type of women, they was doing something too. Or they fin to. Or they thinking about doing it. Real talk. And that's why they agreeing with it. That's why I said this is a demon. It's a demon that'll jump on other sisters when they see this type of stuff.
Right.
Just like the pick me, though. Just like the pick me. It's a lot of sisters that don't want to be hoes. They only doing it because they think that's the culture. They think they lit, They think they turned up. When really they don't really like that. They don't really like living like that. Like real talk.
And saith, I have done no wickedness.
Right. But that's the thing, though. Like I said, women don't want to have no accountability at all. That's why they mad about the pick-me women, because they don't want to be held accountable for the stuff they done. You feel me? It's an age mark where women, they start to want to be wives, but it's too late. Around the time a woman should have been practicing to be a wife is in her 20s. You hear me? About 32, if you ain't married, you pushing it. About 32, if you ain't married, you pushing it, because now you can't. It's gonna be a point where you can't even really have kids no more.
Right.
You feel me? Real talk. It's a point where now you pushing so you can't even have kids no more. But you lived your life with no accountability You hear me? Your whole 20s, you live your life with no accountability, kept wiping your mouth saying you ain't done nothing. You having sex with all these different men, you having all these abortions, and you wiping your mouth saying I did nothing wrong. Then you see the sisters on the internet cooking and cleaning for their man, and you say, oh, she a pick me. She just want to be picked. Bitch, well, you wanted to be picked too. I would hope you did. Or you gonna end up like what's her name? What's her name? Janet Jackson and Poetic Justice. You gonna end up with the mailman. Now you wondering, well, how I end up with the mailman? You feel me? Real talk. Now you picking the mailman because you waited too late. You waited too late. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on, wait. Brother said every OBGYN say it's dangerous to have kids after 37. That's a fact. That's why I say you pushing it. You pushing it, living this adulterous life. You pushing it. You playing Russian roulette with a fully loaded pistol.
Right.
Like real talk. We just trying to help the women out. You've been misled. The women have been misled. You thought being a pick-me was wrong. Getting validation from your man instead of the world was wrong. You thought you was moving backwards. Well, really, women been moving backwards ever since they started putting degrees over the family. Putting their career over the family, women been moving backwards. And the families is chaotic, man. The kids is out of control. Real talk, because they need a balance of feminine and masculine energy in that house. They need a balance. They need to see their father ruling over the crib. They need to see that. Real talk. It sets a balance that the kids need growing up that we don't know. We don't believe. We don't know that though. We don't even think that. That's not nothing we was taught in school. They keep teaching us how to be American. They keep teaching us how to be a good American. That's what church is. The church is so goddamn evil because they not teaching this stuff. We reading the same Bible, but they not teaching this though. Why is not in church or every church in America? They not saying what we saying right now in Proverbs 30 and 20 because they end up teaching philosophy. They end up teaching you how to be a good American.
Right.
That's basically it. They not teaching you how to prosper in life and how to raise a goddamn family because they don't care. They in there trying to have sex with all the women, the boys, the children, and everything else. Like real talk. All right, so we could drop that. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 11 and 3.
First Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Right, the head of every man is Christ. Every man, you feel me? Now, of course, we it's a lot of people that's in the world, they don't follow Christ. That's not the point. This is talking about how a house gets ran the right way. It ain't got nothing to do with degrees. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It's following God. That's the point. If you want a house to get ran correctly, the man has to be following Christ and not white Jesus. We talking about Yahushua in the Hebrew, a black man.
Right.
This is how a house get ran properly, and then you ain't got to worry about degrees. Everything else gonna fall in order. Everything else gonna fall in order after that. The head of every man is Christ. Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of the woman is the man. That's a fact. You can't be out. You can't do the picking. If you do the picking, you're going to have 5 heads. If a woman out here doing the picking, she's going to have 5 heads. She gonna be. That's what I'm saying. That's the type of life women going to be living. They're going to be getting trains ran on them.
Right.
That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be losing their virginity. Well, we're gonna say losing their virginity because that's worldly, but you get what I mean. They're gonna be having sex way too young, is what I'm saying. Way too young, getting dug out. Way too young.
And the head of Christ is God.
Right, and that's the point. That's how that dynamic works. The man, he followed Christ because Christ followed God and the woman follow the man. That's it. That's how that go. Real talk. The women, you follow the man. You sitting there talking about being a pick me. You better be a pick me.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you ain't been doing nothing but what they do with the lottery pick six. You've been doing it. You ain't hit the lottery yet.
Right.
You doing all the picking and ain't hit the lottery, ain't hit the jackpot yet. Like real talk, man.
Verse 4. Every
Like
man praying.
we going all the way to 9.
Come. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
Right, you dishonoring Christ. If a man prophesying or praying, you dishonoring Christ. Real talk, because that's how we show, you feel me, who we submit to. You feel me? You ain't never been around a brother. See, you got to be in the school to know that, though. When we get to reading the prayers or we get to reading scripture, you see brothers throwing hats, they doing all kinds, because that's out of respect for Christ. That's the point. It's something that small to show our respect for Christ, because we know Christ follow the Lord. Real talk.
Verse 5. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head.
Right. And if a woman is praying or prophesying with her head uncovered, she dishonoreth her head. Who was her head?
The man.
The man. It's that simple. It's bitches out here talking about Jesus is my boyfriend. I'm married to the Lord. You know how masculine that sound when a bitch say that? It's a lie. When a bitch be like, I'm married to the Lord. The Lord is my shepherd. And man, shut your ass up. Well, you man, go find a nigga. Go get you a nigga. Preferably one that follow Christ. Because you a goddamn idiot. Like real talk. And any woman that she dishonoring her man by having her head uncovered. That's why the sisters in the school, you'll see the sisters in the school, if we praying or prophesying, they'll do like this. You know why they do that? Something that simple? To show that they respect their head, which is either their husband or their camp leader. One or the other. They showing that they have respect because they know he follows Christ and Christ follow the Lord. This is like a domino effect. You feel me? That's that little small gesture, just like fringes. Fringes is a covenant we made with the Lord so we could show the Lord that we keep the law. Something that simple, not putting fringes on your holy garment is disrespectful. You feel me? Because it's showing you don't keep the law, because that's something small. So if you can't put fringes on your holy garment, nigga, you probably eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, and having sex with white women. You couldn't took the time to put fringes on your damn garment.
For that is even all one as if she were shaven.
Right. It's even like if she was shaving, like if she was bald head. Real talk. If she shaved her hair off.
Verse 6. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn.
Right. And if a woman is not covered, if she's not covering her head, when we praying and prophesy, it's saying let her break off. You feel me? Let her break off. Because if you can't do that small gesture, I guarantee you ain't following that nigga. You ain't following that nigga. You ain't doing nothing that nigga say. You doing whatever you want. And let her be broke off. You see how poetic the Bible is? The Bible is so poetic. You feel me? Like real tight. It's just letting you know the dynamic of a family, how it's supposed to go when people out of order. You know when somebody out of order. If you just can't cover your head when you supposed to, it say let her be shorn, let her be broke off. Let her break off and do her own thing.
But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered.
Right. But if you a shameless daughter, like we talked about in Ecclesiastes, the 26th chapter, if you a shameless daughter, you don't like being put to shame. You don't want to get broke off from the body of Christ, which is the ISUPK under Commander Hunter. You feel me? You don't want to be broke off. Then let her be covered. Cover your goddamn head. Real talk.
Verse 7. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of God.
Right. And image is talking about reputation. A man, we don't cover our head because we in the image and the glory of the Most High. Like real talk. And the head is talking about the crown right here. It's not talking about like nothing. It's just talking about the crown. The crown right here has to be open. Feel me? All times when you praying or prophesying, teaching or whatever. That's why we wear these headpieces and stuff like that, because this is our culture. But all the headpieces that we wear is not covered right here. Real talk.
But the woman is the glory of the man.
The woman is the what?
The glory of the man.
So reading this scripture, doesn't that sound like a pick-me woman? She's the glory of the man, which means basically everything she do represents the nigga. Everything a woman does represent what the nigga, how he wants her to be. You feel me? You see a woman that's half naked, it's probably because that's what he like. You feel me? Like real talk. You see that's why I say you can't trust a nigga that got a white girl. A nigga that got a white girl, you can't trust her. The Bible said that's the woman is the glory of a man. So if a nigga got a white girl, that means that's his trophy. That's what he glorify in. Real talk. He don't care about a modest sister. He want a white girl. And the woman is the glory of the man. You better be a pick me. That's all I'm saying. Better be a pick me or you gonna end up like Ebony on Players Club.
Verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
Right. The man is not of the woman, but the woman is of the man. You feel me? When you see a woman, she comes in her man's reputation. You feel me? What her man then taught her. Like real talk.
Verse 10. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head.
That's it. That was verse 9.
10.
Now go to verse 9.
Verse 9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Right, and that's the point. The woman was created for the man. That's the whole point. You feel me? The whole point of a woman is to serve the nigga, to serve your man. That's the whole point of a woman, is to serve a man. It's not to be a RN, LPN, CNA, whatever the hell. I don't know. That's not the point of a woman. Now, if you're doing that to help bring money to the house, then man, kudos to you. You feel me? You got you some business that's making a lot of money, man. Kudos to you. Go all in. You got you a good ass job, man. Go harder at it. But that's not the point. The point, you was made for the man. So therefore, that money that you making, all that success, you feel me? It comes from him. And it goes to him. Like real talk. All that money you making goes to that nigga. That nigga you having sex with, that money go to him. Like real talk. That's his money. Whether you like it or not.
That's right.
That's not your purpose. Your purpose was not, he was not created for you. He's not your piggy bank. The man is not your piggy bank. If anything, you're his piggy bank. Unless you're an evil woman, then you like a scorpion. And a nigga just trying not to get bit. He spend the rest of his life trying not to get bit and poked with your poison. Like real talk. Ain't that what Boys and Men said? That girl is poison. Yeah, and out of my mind. Hell no. Yeah, we could drop that. Let's go to Isaiah 1 and 7.
Oh, what kind? The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 7. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your land, strangers devour it in your presence.
Right, and that's a fact. Our country is desolate, which is our homeland. It's alone. We got a bastard living there. We got two bastards. You got the damn Arabs, and you got the fake Jews. The white Jewish man who is a damn cave animal. Goddamn Khazarian Empire. They were savages. If you ever look up the Khazarian Empire, man, look. They were savages. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, they live over there. They running it. And our country is alone. Our country been out. Our country been without the children of Israel since 70 AD. Since 70 AD, the real children of Israel have never occupied that land. Our country is desolate, man. Real talk.
And it is desolate, as overthrown by strangers.
Right. Hold on, wait. And they say your cities are burned with fire. And that's a fact. They've been dropping bombs and shooting guns and all type of stuff over there since we've been gone. That's what's happening. That's what always happens once we're not serving the Lord. You feel me? And then it say your land, strangers devoured in your presence, which go into what I was saying. Them people that's in Israel right now are strangers.
Right.
The people that's in Israel right now are strangers. Them is not the children of God. The children of God is in the ghettos in America. Puerto Rico, Cuba, Colombia, South America, all the Caribbean islands. You feel me? That is where the children of God is at as a whole. You feel me? Them people over there right now is strangers.
Strangers devour it in your presence, and it is desolate, as overthrown by strangers.
Overthrown by strangers, man. Strangers have overthrown our land, man. They didn't win it. It's just sitting there for the taking, and they took it because we in slavery. We sitting in slavery, man. Them people went and took our land. Like anybody would have done, any savages would have done. Any savages would have went and took our land. It's just sitting there. It's flowing with gold and oil. You got the Arabs, they making all this money. They super rich off oil. That oil belong to your children, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. It's Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians right now that's poor. You feel me? They can't even feed themselves on a daily basis when whole time your homeland has oil rigs underneath the ground where these Arabs is billionaires. And that all that money belong to you. You feel me? All that money belong to you. That's why I say, like, suffering in America, it's painful. Growing up in the hood, seeing all the murders, seeing everybody go to jail. But knowing that one day a black man is going to put us back where we supposed to be once we serve the Lord, it make all this worth it. It make all this stuff we going through worth it, because I know that we going to be the richest, most famous people on the planet. We are already famous, the most famous, talented people without the wealth. You feel me? Without the resources, without the natural resources, like real talk. So imagine once we get the natural resources and our God, man, what is over with?
Right.
It's over with. Ain't nobody got to worry about a pick me nothing. Like real talk. Nobody got to worry about a pick anything.
Verse 8, and the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard.
Right. And now what's a cottage? A cottage is a small house. And it say the daughters of Zion. Who are the daughters of Zion? Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women. It's arguing over pick me and pick this and pick that and high value men and all that, man. Instagram shaking ass for likes and OnlyFans, on podcasts, saying all type of dumb stuff. The daughters of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard. A vineyard, have you ever been to a vineyard, like where they do wine tasting at? It go for miles. The grapes, the trees, the vines, it go for miles. And the Bible saying the daughter of Zion is like a little house in the middle of all that. You hear me? Real talk.
As a lodge in a garden of cucumbers.
Right. Now, what's a lodge? A lodge is another name for a super small house. And the Bible saying the daughters of Zion is like a cottage in a vineyard, a lodge in a garden of cucumbers. Cucumbers, if you look up a garden of cucumbers, it go for miles too. and it grows all over the place. And they saying it's like a little house in the middle of it.
As a besieged city.
Right, and that's the metaphor that Isaiah is saying. Isaiah is saying that the daughters of Zion, Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian women, is surrounded. You feel me? They are surrounded with wickedness, just like a cottage in a vineyard and a lodge in a garden of cucumbers as a besieged city. What is a besieged city? That is an army that surrounded the city to take it over. That's what Isaiah say our Black women are. They surrounded by demons trying to take over them. That's why they getting on these podcasts, being able to voice their opinion. Because it's demons trying to take over them. You feel me? That spirit that's on them, it wanted to spread. That evil spirit that's on Black women, it wanted to spread. So it can destroy other houses, other women that thought they probably had it together. Now they getting a divorce. You feel me? Real talk. I think what's his name? Chance the Rapper. He a rapper from Chicago, but he was like a goody two shoes type of cat. And he was married and all that. And guess what happened? He divorced. They just got divorced today. Why did that happen? Because the daughters of Israel is surrounded by wickedness. She's seeing all the Instagram models getting all the likes, all the attention. All the whores is being respected, having fun. It looked like all the whores is the ones having fun. And that's what's wrong with the daughters of Israel. Black, Hispanic, Native Indian women, they surrounded by wickedness. Well, they don't know what to do. They friends, they family. Everybody telling them to be wicked. Everybody telling them they shouldn't be a pick-me. You shouldn't be a housewife or a mother. Fuck that. Go to Vegas, have one-night stands, go to Miami, get trains ran on you. Go have fun. You got even mothers telling their daughters, don't be so serious about this man. Go explore your options. And that's the daughter of Israel. They surrounded. You feel me? They surrounded by wickedness, man. Real talk.
Verse 9. Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant.
Right, and them the pick-me's. The Lord left us a small remnant. It's a lot of women that's they like a besieged city. They surrounded by demons and they've been overtook. They didn't fell victim to it. But the Lord said he left us a small remnant. You hear me? He left us a small remnant of them.
We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
Right, and that's talking about being destroyed. You hear me? We should have been like them. Sodom and Gomorrah is no more. They in the history books. They've been destroyed. Everybody died from fire. And that's what Isaiah is saying. He said we should have been like them. We should have been destroyed like them the way we sinned against God. You feel me? But the Lord left us a little remnant. He left us a little remnant so we can get back. Just like the ISUPK. The ISUPK is that little remnant that the Lord left. And now we done spread it like wildfire. You feel me? Yeah, I think the ISUPK started off with 7 people. God. Now we in every major city. We in different countries. We in the Caribbean. We fixing families, fixing children. You feel me? All the way since 1969, because the Lord left a little remnant. Real talk. All right, so yeah, we can drop that and go to Esther 1:16 in the Old Testament.
Come. It's the book of Esther, chapter 1:16. And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen hath not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes.
Right. So what happened was she showed disrespect to the king. You feel me? And that's why I be trying to tell people that women, black women, not being submissive and not being, want to be validated by their man and stuff like that. That's heathen culture. That's not our culture. We learned that from the heathens, man. That's how they are. Like real talk.
and to all the people that are in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus.
Right. And so the thing is about this being a bitch, being miserable, being jealous over another woman, all that stuff is contagious. Being a whore, all that stuff is contagious. Just like being courageous, having courage is contagious. Being a coward is contagious too. When you got a bunch of men and women that's cowards, that shit'll rub off on other people. You feel me? If you're not strong enough, that stuff will rub off on you. If you ain't strong enough, if you ain't vigilant, paying attention enough, that stuff will rub off on you. Like real talk. And that's what they were saying right here, that this stuff that Vashti did, it was rubbing off on everybody else. Everybody else woman. That unsubmissiveness and not wanting to be a pick-me was rubbing off on other women. And that's why I say she did wrong, not only to the king, but to the prince and all the people. Because what she did rubbed off on they women. To why now they women is out of order now. All because of the king's woman decided to be out of order. Because that's their culture.
Verse 17. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women.
Right. Right. That's why I say Instagram, social media is killing relationships, because the stuff that's being done on the internet is the spirit is getting on all women. And that's why they got mad about that sister cooking that food. You feel me? Cooking that food, saying she gonna take their man. They got mad about it because that ain't the spirit they want women to have. They want women to be hoes and fuck these niggas. I'm fuck nigga free and hot girl summer. Not cooking in the house, cooking good food for their man. Stop it. That ain't the spirit the women want. The spirit the women want is that I'm the queen. I do what I want to do, and you better comply, or I'm leaving you for another man.
So that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes.
Right. And that's why I say relationships is dead right now. Only thanks to the ISUPK, relationships is even coming back as far as what people would even want to do. Because for a while, it was just one night stands and sneaky links and all that. You feel me? My little yeah. My little yeah. You feel me? That's all we had.
Right.
The ISUPK hit the scene. That was it. Like real talk. Women despise their husbands, man, because they seeing that, I got power. My vagina got power. I get to run stuff. I can make these decisions. I can do this. But that's not true. What women got to understand, you choose what niggas you let have sex with you. That's a fact. You do get to do that. But the man is the one that decides if he want to marry you. And that's why a lot of women end up with multiple baby fathers. Because you decided to have sex, but he decided he didn't want to marry you. You chose like, I'm going to have sex with dude. I'm going to give him some box. But he got the box and was like, that's really all I wanted. I don't want to be with you. And now you just added another name to your body count. Like real talk.
When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not.
She came not. She was a disobedient woman, and that spirit got on all other women. And that's why he had to get rid of her. And then he ended up finding Esther, which was a sister. You feel me? And that sister saved Israel by marrying that heathen. She ended up saving Israel because all of Israel was going to be murdered by a wicked man. But we'll get into that, in the Feast of Purim. That's what that's about. So you could drop that. Go to Exodus 22 and 16.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Right. So if a man entice a maid, you feel me, that's not betrothed. So a man, he's going after a woman. He's shooting his shot. He's spitting game to her. She ain't betrothed. What is betrothed? That's talking about like she's engaged to this guy. She's courting this guy. Her father set up a courtship with this other guy's son. They gonna get married in 6-7 months, whatever. This woman ain't got that going on. She's not engaged basically to nobody. So if a man see a woman and he you know spit game to her, he get her, he lie with her, she's now his wife. You hear me? How does that happen? How could that even be possible? Because she got picked. Because that's how it's supposed to go. That's exactly how it's supposed to go. She's supposed to get picked. Every woman is supposed to be a pick me. Every woman is supposed to be doing everything possible so they can be a pick me. But the thing is, women doing what's possible to get picked by high value men. Not getting picked by somebody they can build a family with. Women is doing stuff to be picked by a man that's high value. And we see high value man ain't really what it's all cracked up to be. Unless you want to get cracked in your head like Cassie. Running down the damn what that was, the hotel. Diddy was a high value man. He was. Until he cracked her in the head. Like real talk. Now he ain't high value at all. That's what I'm saying. So every woman, at the end of the day, every woman is trying to get picked. It's just all about your morals. Like, who are you trying to get picked by? You feel me? When you go on Instagram and you see all the Instagram hoes, you're like, damn, they trying to get picked. They gotta be. Why are they dressing like this? Why are they showing all this and stuff? They trying to get picked. So they laughing at the women that's dressing modest and cooking for their man and shutting up and cleaning and being submissive. That's because them bitches want a family. You hear me? They want a family. You don't want a family. You want to get picked so you can have threesomes with French Montana and Diddy. Like Sanaa Lathan. You hear me? Or you want to end up like Remy Ma. Where you jumping from the help to your husband. Damn, it's a lot. She jumping from the help to her husband. She having sex with her employee. That's insane. Like real talk. But that's the whole point. That's how marriage works. A man, he picks a woman that's not engaged to no other man, and then he have sex with her, and now that's his wife. That's how it go. Like real talk. That's how it go. So yeah, drop that and go to Ecclesiasticus 36 and 21 in the Apocrypha.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36 and verse 21. A woman will receive every man.
Right, right. A woman will receive every man. That's why I say ain't no women need to do no picking. You think you could pick, you're gonna end up picking 6. That's all I'm saying. You know, like I said, your auntie send you that, hey, go play the lottery for me. Hey, nephew, go play my numbers. You feel me? Pick this number, pick that. That's what you're gonna end up doing. You hear me? If a woman out here is picking a man, look, man, she gonna end up with something she don't want. That's why the abortion rate is so high. That's why marriage have declined, even though legal marriage is not lawful in the Bible. I ain't gonna say it ain't lawful, but it's not marriage. You know, going to the white man court is not marriage in God's eyes. In God's eyes, marriage is sex. The night y'all laid down together and decided to have sex, that's when y'all was bonded together for life. Unless you commit adultery. Like real talk. But if it's up to a woman, she will receive every man. She ain't really care. You ain't really all that. I'm just keeping it real. For niggas out there, you ain't all that. That bitch would have took your homie. She would have took your cousin. Whoever would have hollered at her first, that would have been their real. It's the truth. You ain't all that like you think you is. These women will receive any man because they pick me. That's a woman's nature to be a pick me. She trying to get picked, man. She give a damn who pick her, as long as she get picked.
Yet is one daughter better than another.
Right. But one daughter is better than another, which means, hey, look, now that you know, women will really, it's you and 3 of your homies. You hollering at a woman, she would have took any one of y'all. So how do you end up, choosing the right woman? Because you got to do the picking. You can't let her do it. You feel me? Just because you talk to a woman and she give you her number, that don't mean you should marry her. Now that, okay, you got the number, cool. Now you got to do the picking now. You feel me? Now you got to make sure that this is a woman that's fit for you. If not, you got to throw her back in the pond. You got to throw that fish back in the lake. Because it's one daughter that's better than another. All these women would have picked you. Any woman you hollered at, they would have picked you. They would have said, yeah, you cool, what's up, let's go out. That don't mean you should have sex with them, though. Like, real talk, because all these women is pick me. You just got to make sure it's for you. You go ahead.
Verse 22. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance.
Right. A beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance. Yeah, a man loves a beautiful woman. That's a fact. A man loves a beautiful woman and makes him happy at the moment.
And a man loveth nothing better.
Yeah, a man loves nothing better. You see a beautiful one, make him happy. He can brag about it. Who out the bam, all that. Yep.
If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men.
Right. But look, though. So what's the difference, though? What's the difference? She kind, she humble, she comforting her tongue. That's how she is to everybody. To everybody, she's saying, yes, sir. No, sir. Everybody she's nice to and kind and comforting and not disrespectful. You feel me? Then it's not her husband like other men. So what makes him not like other men? What makes him not like other men? What's the difference? I just want to know. The women's supposed to be kind to every man. Supposed to be humble to every man. Supposed to be comforting to every man. You feel me? That's just how she's supposed to be. In her tongue. Supposed to be kind and sweet. So what makes these niggas not like her husband? Go ahead.
Verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
Right. It was in the next verse. I ain't want to put you on blast. I didn't want to put you on blast. He was like, I don't know. What's the difference? You feel me? That's the difference. That's his bitch. That's why. You feel me? That's the difference. She's supposed to be nice, kind, and comfort, all that. You feel me? Because a woman will receive any man. She's supposed to be nice, kind, comforting, sweet words, all that. But what makes him not like other men is that this is his possession. If he get up a wife, he get up a possession. This is your property, nigga. Yeah, she nice, she kind. But nigga, this is my property. She belongs to me because I picked her.
A help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
And that's what she's supposed to be, a help. A help like unto himself and a pillar of rest. That's exactly what a woman's supposed to be. She ain't supposed to be making you mad all the time. Like, I know, don't get me wrong, it's gonna be some problems. Nigga, real talk. But when it come down to going out in the world and coming home, it's supposed to be like a pillar of rest. You feel me? That's not saying y'all ain't gonna have no problems. That's a goddamn lie. The thing is talking about how when you come home out of the world, that's what she's supposed to be, like a pillar of rest. Like real talk. All right, so yeah, we can drop that. We can go to let's go to 1 Timothy 2:9.
First Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Right. That's a fact. Women put themselves in modest apparel. That's what you're supposed to have on. Supposed to have on modest apparel.
With shamefacedness and sobriety.
Right. Shamefacedness. You feel me? What you have shame. You feel me? You have shame. You know you're not supposed to dress like this. You're not supposed to talk like this. You're not supposed to do this. You feel me? You shame-faced and clear-minded. Sobriety is being clear-minded.
Not with embroidered hair.
Right. Not with broidered hair. That's talking about expensive hair. You feel me? The $300 lace fronts. You feel me? The $400 hairdos, all that stuff every month. You feel me? You're not supposed to be worried about that.
Or gold.
Right. Or gold.
Or pearls.
Or pearls.
Or costly array.
Right. And expensive clothing. You feel me? Them things that you're not supposed to be worried about. You feel me? That stuff women not supposed to be worried about that. The reason why women are worried about that because they trying to get picked by what they call a high value man, which is basically just a rapper. You feel me? It's basically a rapper, an actor, a scammer, or some nigga that drive a Ferrari. So at the end of the day, you still trying to get picked. You're just not trying to work. You feel me? That's the only thing. At the end of the day, you still trying to get picked. You're just not trying to work. You feel me? You don't want to have to work. You don't want to have to help. But you're still trying to get picked. And the Bible says you shouldn't have the broidered hair, which is the expensive hair, or the expensive clothing, which is the Gucci, the Louis, the Birkin bags, all that stuff. Because you're trying to get a certain type of man. You're trying to get picked by a certain type of man. And when you do, you're going to end up on French Montana lap with Diddy drive and laugh and record it. Real talk. Or you're going to end up like Remy Ma. It ain't no way around it. All right, last scripture. Let's go to Isaiah 64 and 4 through 6.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 64 and verse 4. For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither hath the eye seen, O God, beside thee, what he hath prepared for him that waiteth for him.
Right. So since the beginning of the world, men have not heard nor perceived by the ear, neither have thy seen, O God, beside thee, what he hath prepared for him that waited for him. We like even since Adam and Eve, we always sinned. Adam and Eve, we never did everything the Lord said to do so we could see the blessings. The blessings he promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We never did what we were supposed to do so we could see him. We never did that.
Verse 5. Thou meetest him that rejoiceth and worketh righteousness.
Right. That's having joy and working with righteousness. The Lord will meet you. You feel me? The Lord will meet you. He'll meet you right there in the middle. He'll meet you right there in the middle. You feel me? You're doing the right thing. The Lord will come see about you. Real talk.
Those that remember thee in thy ways, behold, thou art wroth.
Right, thou art wroth. But those that remember thee in thy ways, the Lord is going to come see you, man. The Lord is going to come see you. The Lord is going to come be with you.
For we have sinned.
Right, but thou art wroth because we have sinned. You feel me? The whole point was to keep the commandments and do what the Lord said to do. But we ain't never done that since the beginning. Since the beginning of Adam and Eve, Solomon, King David, we always kept sinning. Saul, Christ. Not saying Christ sinned, but I'm talking about during the time of Christ. We keep sinning. Right now, we sinning. Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, we never kept the law. That's the point of Christ dying for us. Because we would have never stopped sinning. we would have never stopped sinning. So Christ had to die for us to be repaid. For all the sins we did, Christ died for it. Now, whatever sins you do now, you got to pay for that. Like real talk.
And those is continuance, and we shall be saved.
Right. But even in the extension, you feel me? Because the Lord, he extended his mercy. You feel me? We sinned. But how are we still going to be saved? Because the Lord extended the mercy. He extended it. We were supposed to die. A lot of stuff that happened that we've done, we're supposed to be dead for it. Right here, right now. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we all have done stuff that I can show you in the law is a death penalty offense. You feel me? It's stuff we done in the law I can show Black, Hispanics, Native. It's a death penalty offense. Me included. Me included right here, right now. It's stuff I've done before the truth. There probably was a death penalty offense. You feel me? What Moses say? Eye for eye, tooth for a tooth. But in those is continuance, and we shall be saved. You feel me? Because the Lord, he extended his mercy. That's what continuance is. He extended it. You feel me? He extended it so we can be saved. But we really supposed to be dead for some of the stuff we done. Like real talk.
Verse 6. But we are all as an unclean thing.
Right, we all as an unclean thing because we all sin. Everybody have sinned. There's not nobody on this planet that say they ain't never sinned. You a liar. Unless you was born in the truth. Unless you was born in the truth, which is what we trying to do with our children coming up to make sure they ain't never sinned. They never was defiled. But we all as are unclean thing.
And all our righteousness are as filthy rags.
Right. So at the end of the day, ain't none of us shit. At the end of the day, ain't none of us shit. We all of our righteousness, all the little righteousness that we do is like a filthy rag because we should have been dead. But the Lord extended his mercy. The Lord extended his mercy for us when he didn't have to. But he did. And even so, because of that, all of our righteousness that we've done is like a filthy rag. It don't mean nothing. It's not nothing you should want to use to clean yourself. Real talk.
And we all do fade as a leaf.
Right. We all do fade as a leaf. Just like a leaf deteriorate in the wintertime.
And our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away.
Right. And our iniquities, just like the wind, had come and go. You feel me? Just like the wind come and go, that's how our iniquities did us. You feel me? That's how our iniquities did us. That we just fade away. Real talk. Yeah, we'll drop that. That's end of tonight's class. Tune in every Monday, Tuesday. Tune every Wednesday night for the podcast. You feel me? Yahweh Bashim Shah Thumb, Yahweh Shema Thumb, Bashim Shah.